DigiBytes.me, and this is the Nerdolution podcast.
This will hopefully be a weekly podcast if we can get it, and our goal was that we wanted to get someone from each of the countries that we had a part of DigiBytes.me. That kind of fell apart because nobody showed up tonight, so...
Good on them.
So yeah, we'll just be talking about video game news, what we're liking in the industry, what we're not liking, stuff like that. So if you like it, hopefully just let us know and we'll keep them coming. You can send some mail too, and we'll answer your questions if you have any. If you have any suggestions of what you think we should talk about, feel free to mail them in at contact@digibytes.me.
And strangely, I've only just noticed that the three lead people are actually the only ones here. Oh, that's depressing. Right.
Yeah.
Dedication.
Dedication.
You guys want to introduce yourselves?
We should start with Alex, I say.
Who?
Okay, yep. I'm Alex, I'm from Australia, and I am the executive editor at DigiBytes.
And I'm Benji.
Executive editor.
The executive editor, yeah. That's such a fancy title, though.
It's got heaps of syllables. I was struggling there.
I'm Benji, the lead video editor. Or can I change that to executive video editor? Because that sounds amazing.
That's your new official title, executive video editor.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep. And yeah, Benji's from the UK.
I'm definitely also from the UK.
Me, McLain, I'm representing the United States side. We also have two others, Elena, who's from Canada, and Sebastian, who mysteriously did not show up.
Say her name right.
Elena? Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah, we got her. We messed up her name quite a lot in the Digicast that we did last month. Which we will be having another one next month, by the way, for the Xbox reveal. Ooh. So look forward to that. But yeah, Sebastian represents the Spain. So we have people from all over the world. It's pretty cool. We do.
But I've noticed that we mostly have...
Ben will soon be representing the Philippines side of things.
Maybe.
Right?
Maybe. Probably not. I don't know what happens.
Is there any incentive for you to move to the Philippines?
It's nicer weather.
Nice.
There you go.
Nicer weather.
I'm near a beach. Yeah.
Near a beach?
Near a beach.
Yeah.
It's always nice.
It rains all the time in the UK, doesn't it?
Well, if I look out the window right now, at the night time, yes.
It's raining?
It's not raining, not right now.
Oh.
Actually, it's been a bit of a heat wave recently.
The night time. It's almost midnight for you now.
Yeah, it's...
Was it raining during the heat wave?
It hasn't been raining at all, actually. It's really annoying. It's been really annoying. The days I've been stuck doing...
You finally have nice weather. You actually want it to rain?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not England. It's not England without rain.
I feel like you're going to have a hard time adjusting to the Philippines then.
Yeah, but I know it's really, really hot. They only have two kinds of weather, hot and hotter.
On that note, what have you guys been up to lately? This past week in the gaming realm,
the gaming
realm. Yes.
Gaming realm.
Well, I've been playing Defiance.
Okay.
That's one of those shooter MMOs.
Is that any good?
It's actually alright, but it's sort of like Borderlands in the way it's worked, but without the humour.
Has the show started yet?
The show has started. The show is quite.
Did you watch it?
Yes, I have been watching the show.
How well does it relate to like the game?
Well, they've done it in a unique way. When the game came out before the TV show, they had things called episode quests. These episode quests actually disappear, but it's basically a prequel to the show. And once you've done the episode, there's a little crystal that showed up, and on the pilot, that crystal showed up on the pilot area. So I thought, wow, this is really good.
Wait, what? What? So the quests in the game are prequel to the show?
Yeah, the beginning. But then.
So what happens when the show starts?
The episode quest disappears, because it's then at this point you're running at the same time as they are, because the two areas are in two different places.
That's very confusing.
Yeah. You play maps. You took
what happens if what?
Yeah.
Well, from what I read before, like what the players do in the game changes what happens in the show.
It can, yeah.
And that's just the specific episode quests that they put out.
Yeah.
So they still basically control what happens.
In some ways.
Okay.
in some ways, and other ways why not.
That's not as cool as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I was thinking it would be kind of like, it's made by Tryon, so like they're all about the dynamic content stuff with the Rift.
There is lots of dynamic content. That is one good parts about it. So, yeah. I've also been playing Guild Wars 2. I've been playing that all the time since it first came out. I've also been on betas for that.
I wish I could play that game, but I lost the product key code for it.
Yeah.
And when I got my new computer, I didn't know what my password was because I had it set on like this auto login. So when I go to reset my password, it asked me for my product key, and I got like an email because I got it digitally that had the product key in it, and like my email apparently empties like every 60 days, so I don't have the key.
A bit of a kick in the face, really.
Yeah, so I called in, and they're like, "Sorry, we can't give you the key," so I refuse to buy it again.
Oh, that's so dodgy.
And I've also been playing The Old Republic. I've gotten really addicted to that now, which
we will be putting up
Good,
there.
isn't it?
It's actually really good because since it turned free to play, it has been pretty good. I'm a level 18 Jedi Guardian.
Oh wow!
Well, yes.
With my own ship.
How long have you been playing it, Alex?
Since I'd say about maybe halfway through last year, I think.
Oh wow! Okay. So you're probably way ahead of us now.
I think so. I'm a subscriber.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because me and Ben were thinking about doing something like making some videos for it if you wanted to jump in.
We
with
will
us.
be doing some videos.
Yes.
A lot in the end.
Yeah, that sounds
If no one else is coming with me, I'm making a video.
We'll be at level 1 though.
Because you're the executive video editor.
Damn right.
Yeah, the final call.
And then we've also got War Thunder. I was also playing War Thunder as well. Just recently today. War Thunder's
Going back on the Old Republic real quick.
Yeah.
I remember you were saying, I still don't understand. You were saying like when you get to level 10, if you're not a subscriber, they reduce your XP.
They do. Yes, there's a XP reduction.
I feel like you can still unlock that, even though you tell me you can't.
Yeah, I think you can actually. I'm looking around into it. There's things called boosts, and you have to spend cartel. They've got a micro transaction way of doing it, or your subscriber way of doing it.
I feel like there's something that you can buy maybe for like $10 or something that would just unlock that permanently.
I'll have to see. I don't think you can do it permanently. As I said, it just says boosts.
Yeah.
The permanently way to do it is by doing the subscriber way. But that gets a whole bunch of extra things, and it's a bit of a hassle, I say, in some ways. But
do they have other things locked up, like bag space and things like that?
Yep, bag space is locked up.
Yep.
Using a cargo hold is locked up.
The cargo hold.
Titles, customizing your companions. Using a speeder. You have to go to level 20.
That's the problem with free-to-play games. Yeah, it's free, but you can't do shit when you play it.
Then there's so much. You can't customize your companions. I think I've already said that one. There's quite a bit that's locked up. Tell you that.
It's so bad. You have to say it twice.
It's so bad. I like customizing my companions. There's some.
Yeah, exactly.
There is some items that you can get that have actually boxes and such. You can't use those. You have to get that opened up. Artifacts, you have to spend extra for that unless you're a subscriber. And yeah, in the end, it's there's a lot.
So you can't do anything. That's what you're telling us.
You can't do.
You can log into the game and
be a Jedi, kill some Sith, learn some skills, follow the story through,
and then watch everyone else laugh at you.
Get to level 50
and
cry because everyone else has got probably level 55 because they have the expansion.
Have you played the the new expansion, Alex? That came out for it?
No, I have not.
Rise of
I haven't played it in quite a few weeks now. Actually, I think I hit level 46 or something like that, and I was like, because I got the game because I was like a massive Knights of the Old Republic fan.
Yeah.
And I think I went into it expecting a KOTOR 3 more than I did expecting a multiplayer MMO. So when I hit the point where I was like, this game will never end, I kind of went, oh.
Yeah. That's how
I definitely want to get back into it.
But in the end, it's free to play, and it's still worth a look at, I'd say. If it's free to play, it's good to look at. So that could be my 3-day Friday, if I'd say that. Today is Friday. It's a 3-day Friday thing today.
Did we
The
put
Old
up a
Republic.
3-day Friday video?
No, I haven't put a 3-day Friday video. No.
Have we even made one yet?
I haven't made one yet. I was planning to, but I haven't. So, yeah.
We'll have to do a Warface one. Did you look at that game yet?
No. You're staying away from
I think it looks interesting. I don't really know what it's about, but the screenshots look cool. I'll say that.
Exactly. But then, what other
It's free.
What other games have I got? Well, I've got 2 games on the way. I've ordered Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen and came out today, but that shows up
I was
on
like, well,
Monday.
2 games on the way. What?
Yeah. That's coming out on. That came out today, and that's basically
I'll still get to play the first one.
Monday to Wednesday. And then I've also bought Zone of the Enders HD collection, which actually has 2 games in it, but nah, we won't go into details of that one.
Nice.
So, yes.
Alex, what have you been up to?
Well, what have I been playing? I've been playing like a bit of everything. Mainly on the Xbox. Yesterday I was going through Trials Evolution.
That game looks so funny.
Oh, it's amazing. I think at the moment I'm uploading a Let's Play of it on the other computer.
What's Trials Evolution?
It's like it's an arcade game, and it's basically like it's this little motocross game where you it's got all these physics puzzles and stuff, and you go through these different time trials maps and stuff.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about now.
If I
was running a blank.
If I had a 360, I would have given you a race and lose, but horribly.
It's very fun. That's alright. I had my friend join me for the Let's Play, and we raced each other. And it was his first time playing it, so he did pretty terribly.
Well, it's usually the way.
So yeah, I've been playing a bit of that, a bit of Spec Ops, doing some achievement hunting. That's actually pretty much it for lately. I've just been switching between the two. Yeah, that's the one. I love that game.
Yeah, that's actually one of my favorite shooters, just because of the story.
Yeah, it was a really good story.
Have you played that, Ben?
What?
Spec Ops: The Line?
No.
No?
I haven't. Not at all. Not good.
Not good?
Not good at all. I don't know, really, if I will or not. Maybe one day.
I think you definitely should. It's been on sale for $5 lately on Steam and places like that.
Right, my investigation
really under
begins.
the radar.
I'm investigating it then. Right.
It has my favorite voice actor in it too, Nolan North. Is that his name? The Uncharted guy? Yeah, I'm talking about?
Oh, that's what he's from.
Yeah, he plays the voice for the main character.
Drake. Yes.
Well,
That's very cool.
Uncharted, yeah, but he's the main character in Spec Ops too.
All right.
Yeah, he's can't remember his name though. Walker, is it?
I don't even remember the review for it too. I don't remember his name.
This sounds really awkward. I'm completely confused what you two are talking about right now.
The main character's name from Spec Ops: The Line.
Yeah.
For some reason, I keep thinking Paul Walker, and I'm not sure if I'm right or if I'm just
Walker.
in.
Isn't that?
Yeah, if I'm
sounds
in
like some kind of sportsman for some reason.
He's an actor from Fast and Furious.
Probably is.
I'm like, yeah, it's Paul Walker. Wait, no, it's not.
It's not Paul Walker, no.
I think making the 7th movie in that.
Sixth movie. Six. Which I want to see. I want to see that.
Yeah, I want to see it. I'm pretty keen for that.
Yeah, I love Fast and Furious films.
It's Jeff Riggs. Is that it? The main character?
Sorry.
Oh, it's Martin Walker.
Martin Walker. That's the most.
Martin...
Was it Spec Ops 2 or Spec Ops: The Line?
What?
Spec Ops: The Line. That's the one.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I didn't ever. When I saw that, I didn't want to buy it at all. Just to be honest.
What?
Yeah. It's £19.99. What?
How much is that in USD?
Is that good or bad?
That's bad.
What? What's the average cost of a game in the UK?
Well, this is on Steam right now because obviously it's not on sale anymore.
Oh, well, yeah. It was 2 weeks ago.
It looks interesting.
Okay. Yeah.
So I glanced up to see my brother playing on the other computer, playing this little platformer game where he's jumping around avoiding people, and he accidentally hit the Windows button on the computer, and the taskbar opened up and made him stop playing the game, and he's freaked out and then died. No.
Oh, I hate when that happens. It's the worst too when you play a computer game and like a
Sticky
notification like pops up or something. Oh, yeah, sticky keys too. But like something will always pop up and it'll be like so and so has stopped working or something. But like it'll minimize the game.
For me, it's my caps lock button. My caps lock comes up with a giant caps lock symbol in the middle.
Yeah, that used to happen to me too.
And I need to get rid of that. But it's so annoying if I press that.
Same with my volume keys. The volume keys brings up a big bar thing, and it minimizes the game every time it comes up.
I've got 3 different volume keys. Well, ways to turn up the volume, so it's just confusing for me. I've got the actual computer volume here, got the Skype volume there, got the volume of my headset, and too much volume control. I could probably kill my ears doing this. It'd be great. Wait, ooh.
That would be great to kill your ears.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't, personally myself, I haven't really played anything this week.
You might kill your eyes using the Oculus Rift, so you might as well kill your ears while you're at it.
What did I play? I was busy setting up my new computer all week. I got a Alienware X51. You guys heard of that?
Yeah,
really?
How's it doing so far?
It's I've actually been able to max out all the games I've been playing so far. It's pretty awesome.
How much?
I'm able to max. I got it refurbished. I got the one of the highest tier models you can get refurbished for $800 when it would normally be like $1,400, which is I thought that was it was a really nice deal. It has a GTX 660, i7 processor, 8 gigs of RAM, 2 terabyte hard drive. It's pretty nice. I was able to max out Rift. What else did I play?
Crisis.
Battlefield. I was able to max.
Crisis.
I was able to max out Crisis 2, Battlefield 3.
Nicely done.
Spec Ops: The Line. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, so I was setting that up, and then I briefly jumped into Medal of Honor Warfighter Online, and that was that was a horrible experience. It's so damn bugged. Like, everything is bugged in the online multiplayer. All the servers are like hardcore mode with friendly fire turned on. So like your douchebag teammates will they have a buddy spawn system. So like your teammates will buddy spawn on you, and then they'll just shoot you right in the head and kill you.
Your teammates will buggy spawn on you, you say?
No, like buddy spawn. Like you have a buddy or something that's called.
Oh yeah.
And I was playing it earlier, and all this guy would do was spawn like where I was at, and then he would just shoot me and kill me, and like nothing happens if you shoot your teammates. And that's all. Half the players in your team weren't even trying to like fight the other team; they'd be killing each other.
Why?
It was doing this on like 4 different servers too, and there's only like 5 servers.
Here's mutiny. It's like, mutiny! We're mutiny! We're going away from the army! We're fighting for the other team!
Yeah. It was a horrible experience.
I remember all that controversy they got when what were they going to do? Call the other team in multiplayer Taliban or something like that? And everyone was like, that's disrespectful. Or...
Oh, damn it. Well, there's so much controversy about these things.
Then they got in trouble for making a Osama bin Laden compound map or something like that with Warfighter.
Yeah.
I have no interest of buying it though, because the game is horrible.
I don't know why, but you seem to go for horrible, horrible games recently.
I don't know. Well, the War Z, or what was it? The War Z?
Yes, we don't discuss that anymore.
We're not allowed to discuss that game.
That didn't happen.
It didn't happen. There's video proof it did happen. I might put that down, being executive video editor now.
It's actually our second most viewed video, too.
I'll put it as featured. I put that as featured. Yeah.
Oh, that's why it's always up when you bring up the channel.
Yep.
It has almost 300 views now.
Yes. It's beating everyone else's videos pretty much.
Yay!
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, why did I just minimize that? Moving on to the video game news. Any you guys Darksiders fans?
No.
No.
Never played it.
I did play it. I've been told I want to play it. I've been seeing it and going, it's apparently really good. The second one's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched my brother go through both of them. I think actually.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah, I've seen videos of it online. I've never really had an urge to go out and get it though. I've seen it on sale for like $5 a million times, but never really thought it was worth it. Do we
You go get like a Happy Meal or something from Macca's costing $5 and be like, money better spent.
That's like, I don't know why. Whenever I play an Uncharted game, I can't think of this one time. I ordered like takeout from McDonald's or something, and now every time, and I ate it while I played Uncharted, and now every single time I think of Uncharted, I just like a taste of McDonald's food just comes to my mouth. It's really weird. It's kind of annoying. Now I'm hungry for McDonald's right now.
Yeah, now that we're talking about it.
But yeah, after THQ, went under, they Darksiders sold to what is this, Nordic Games for 5.5 million.
Whatever it is, it's 6.55 million.
It was 6.55 million for Darksiders, Red Faction, and MX versus ATV.
Oh.
Have you played any of those games?
I played Red Faction ages ago, but only the first one.
Yeah.
That was when the
I have it downloaded. I've never played it though.
When the PS2 first came out, around that time.
It's a PS2 game?
The first Red Faction.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And they've been playing for ages from there.
I feel like that's really cheap though. They sold the whole, like, Darksiders 2 sold like millions of copies.
I'm sorry, it's really cheap. That money there, I could be rich.
What? Well, I'm saying like the amount of profit they made off of that game versus how little they sold it for.
Yeah, I know what you mean there. It's a bit.
I don't know why they would sold that. And then Gearbox Software, the Borderlands developers bought Homeworld for just 1.35 million. Never heard of that game.
Homeworld is a RTS based game.
It is?
Yes.
Have you played it?
I've got it.
Is it any good?
It's quite good. Back in the day, it was good.
Yeah.
Homeworld 2 came out one. I haven't played that. Homeworld 1, I've loved Homeworld 1. I could probably play that if I wanted to right now. See, if I look at when the first Homeworld came out, that came back out in 1999.
Wow.
I think it's around 99, around there. That's when you got copyrighted anyway.
It's back.
That is going way back.
Yeah, and Homefront. Have either of you guys played that? Homefront.
I have.
No, but I meant to when it came out, but I completely forgot about it.
The trailers made that game look so good, and I bought into it, and it's complete crap.
Oh, really?
I would not spend your money on it. I mean, unless you're just playing it for like the shooter experience, like you can just get that with a Call of Duty game or something. Like it's an exact copy of a Call of Duty game, but like the story's awful. It was so poorly put together. It's really short too. You'll beat it in like 4 hours.
Yeah.
But that went to the Crysis developer, and they're apparently making Homefront 2 as their next big game.
Ooh, that could be interesting.
Yeah. I haven't played Crysis 3 yet, but I hear it's really good. Are you guys on the Crysis bandwagon?
I'm not on the Crysis bandwagon, but I have seen it played, and I've seen some of the multiplayer modes in there.
Yeah.
And the latest one, and they look funny. They look so funny.
Funny?
It looks funny to do. Just saying.
Okay.
Just the is there a hunter mode in the Crysis?
I wouldn't know.
No.
Ever. I've played the first one.
I think the third one had a hunter mode. But that looks really good.
We will never know.
No.
Never know.
Why? Any Metal Gear fans here?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Would you like to play the previous games in high definition on your PS3?
Well, I've already got the HD collection of Metal Gear.
Okay.
Oh no, that's awkward.
What is this then? They just announced a Legacy collection.
A Legacy collection comes with Metal Gear Solid 1 apparently in HD. I think
2. It also comes with 2, 3.
Yeah.
The original MSX versions.
2, 3, Peace Walker.
Yeah.
and there was something else had already come on the HD collection.
VR missions and Metal Gear Solid 4
Basically,
trophies.
the only extra ones I see here is the VR missions and the original is the best ones because.
Are these all PS3 games?
No. Well, the
No?
HD collection one was.
Oh.
And Metal Gear Solid 4 was. And Metal Gear Solid 4 already has trophy support if you had the patch. And so,
So
yeah. Basically, you can get a patch for Metal Gear Solid 4, and that will give you the trophies.
Okay.
so if you get that patch, you'll have the game.
Yeah, pretty much.
You'll have the whole Legacy collection.
I already have the patch, so I already have the entire Legacy collection. Except I don't have VR missions. That's the only one that I don't have is the VR missions.
Would it be worth buying the whole Legacy collection for it?
VR missions? No. I think this is just for those who are. I don't know who would buy this. I think it might just end up being a bit iffy.
Would you get it if it came over to the
Yeah.
Vita?
No.
No, because they tend to do that a lot with their HD
That's,
collection.
the funny thing is, that's what my HD collection's on. It's on my Vita.
Oh. Oh, okay.
So yeah. And I've only got Metal Gear Solid 1 on my Vita. Because obviously you can put the PS1 games on there. Because that was one of the few things that were put on support.
Yeah.
And you can get that on the PlayStation Store anyway. And it's cheaper probably overall to get that and the HD collection compared to getting the Legacy, to be honest.
Well, you're just on top of things, aren't you?
I am, yes.
You are. Ben is on top of things.
Comparing all those price models and
Someone has to do that.
line graphs going. Have you got like a montage of scientists doing like lab tests in your background?
I do, yeah. Right now there's one guy for some reason pouring some chemicals in a test tube, even though we are computer related.
Yep. And all those bubbles are going off, and he's taking notes.
He's taking notes. He's doing everything he can. We have researchers
Yes.
left doing their work. We have a dog in the background elsewhere. That's the guard dogs. They found some.
You can hear the dogs in the background.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
No, it's alright. They're bouncing people out of the montage. You
They're
can't
bouncing
come in.
people out of the research facility. Okay, so it's all fine. And so prices. We try to find you the best prices in this podcast. That wasn't good.
Right.
I think in terms of HD releases, not releases. I
This
think just we're going off on a quick tangent.
it's a remake reboot.
So yeah, I remember apparently they're going to release I'm trying to think of what year it is. It must have been next year. Apparently they're going with a Halo 2 anniversary
Oh, yeah.
because they released Halo 1 anniversary. What was it? I can't even remember. Not last year. It must have been like the end of the year before, like end of 2011, I think.
Okay.
And yeah, so they released because it was like 10 years after, and I heard that they were planning to do the same thing with Halo 2. So now I was thinking, so what, in like 10 more years' time, we're going to get Halo 4 anniversary, Halo 5 anniversary, and going to get everything.
Maybe
just
maybe
in
Halo
one
2
cycle.
anniversary will be like a launch title for the 720.
I'm sure.
Yeah, maybe that'd be pretty cool.
I'm sure one of the Halo games was put on the PS3. I can't remember which one it was, wasn't it?
How would it go on the PS3?
No, I'm sure one of them was put on the PS3.
It's a
Just like
Microsoft
just one of them.
exclusive game. No,
Yeah.
well they're on PC. I have one
They're
on
on
PC.
PC,
computer.
I'm probably getting a slap in the face now by a whole bunch of fans singing say,
Yeah.
"You're a complete idiot." I'm sure
It's
one
late.
of them.
It's late. It's late. So
It is late.
you have an
It's nearly
excuse.
midnight. It is nearly midnight over here.
You can get all the little 10-year-olds onto you.
Yeah.
gonna be on PS3.
And I'll be like, "Whoa! Speak to me when your balls drop." Oh, I went there. I went there.
yeah.
I'm gonna. Oh
Now
god.
we have the explicit rating on iTunes.
Again.
Sorry, guys.
Again.
Again.
That's like the old podcasts.
That were complete failures.
They were. It was so bad.
We were listening to them last night. They were pretty bad. Alex,
Yeah.
as our only Xbox user currently present on the podcast,
Yeah.
do you use Smart Glass?
No, I tried to get it, except I have a friend who uses it, so he recommended it to me a few weeks ago, but
Yeah.
I tried to get it on my phone, and my phone's dodgy and outdated, so it won't let me. and then I tried to get it on my my Android tablet, except apparently it's not supported on that either. So yeah, so I'm stuck with that.
It's like the wrong update or whatever, the wrong version.
Yeah, the wrong version. My iPhone is like just a 3, like just a
Oh.
3G. So I think I
Oh,
can't
wow.
remember what update you need to get the smart glass, but yeah, it's pretty old. The on/off button doesn't work.
I don't even know what
Does-
smart glass is.
Does Australia have the thing where you can get the iPhone 4S for free now?
For free?
You can get an iPhone 4S for free. What?
Yeah, there's a bunch of carriers offering the 4S for free now in the US.
Why didn't I just get? Why did I get my 5 on a contract if I could have done that?
Well, you get it free on a 2-year contract, but still a good deal.
Speaking of good deals, my phone wasn't a good deal, but I'm not going to discuss that. That's not part of the podcast. We'll go on.
Your phone was a good deal.
Yes, my phone was a very good deal.
What was the deal?
What
But there is tech involved with this podcast.
There is tech, that is true. iPhone 5 first came out, I went and bought one. You can imagine how much the handset is meant to cost. Something ridiculous, doesn't it? Especially on contract. I got mine for £49. My handset. Yes.
What? How?
Basically, it was just the man was very convincing. He said, "I can get you your handset for £49 if you go for this deal." And he basically told me to go for the 32. Because usually all the others were about £99, something plus like that. It's really, really high up. And he obviously got me a good deal on the fact that I can get free texts.
Wait.
Yeah.
What was the deal?
For £32 a month,
Yeah.
I get free text, free calls, a gigabyte of data allowance. That's pretty much it, really.
Well,
But it does work, yeah. It all works, and then I had £49 for the handset.
I think we're losing Alex here.
Well, I think we are losing Alex.
Your mic's like really, really quiet.
He's slowly disintegrating into the background. I mean, he is a bit cracky, but it'll be fine. But yeah,
Okay. Wait. So, are you on like a yearly contract or something?
a monthly contract.
Monthly contract. What?
Yeah.
And normally when you go for the shorter contract, the price goes up.
I did mine for 24. It's basically the way contracts work here. You do it for a set period of time, but you pay monthly.
Yeah.
And so I'm doing a 24-month contract for 2 years.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what I have.
But I'm paying monthly over it. So yeah.
Is Alex back?
I think he's back.
How's that? Is that better?
Oh,
He is better.
Yeah, there we
He's
go.
back in. He's back in. It's all good.
We're adjusting
Well-
the microphone setting. I'm like physically an SN58 microphone in my hand.
No problem.
Professional.
We're going. Yeah,
At his best. I'm bringing that back. Professionalism at his best.
Going back to the smart glass, though, it's coming to Windows Phone. Or no, not Windows Phone. Sorry. You got excited there. I'm sorry. It's actually coming to the Amazon App Store for Kindle users.
That's pretty cool. So, Benji, did you ask what it actually was before?
Yeah. What is it?
So it's, from what I remember, it's an app that you get on like whatever touchscreen device you have, and you can pretty much, like in a nutshell, control your Xbox.
Yes.
And like you can view messages and I can't remember what else. I'm underselling it, but it's a lot better. I think
There's
actually,
also
I
some
made it-
things. I'm sorry.
No, it's alright. You go.
Well, there's it's like it can be used as like a companion app too for some of the games and like shows you watch. I know like HBO or Netflix or something has a deal where if you watch like the Game of Thrones while using smart glass, like different things will pop up on your tablet or whatever you're using.
We'll give you
Well,
information about
And like maps and stuff.
maps. Like, oh wow.
Yeah,
This is,
like-
this is the track of what they're driving on right now.
Yay!
Yay!
I think Google Earth actually has like a whole detailed map of the Game of Thrones world.
That's quite good actually.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it has that. I remember reading that somewhere.
I'll be back in a moment. I'll be looking this up. Researchers are on the case.
Quick, pull those test tubes fast.
Quickly check out this. Quickly go to Google Earth.
Did we not have men in white coats like 20 minutes ago for this?
Well,
Did we lose them all?
I think this is kind of a sudden thing that you just gave out here. There you are. They're on the ball now. Just looking for it.
Earning that pay.
Have to earn that pay.
Bread.
Dish us in our moment of need. Okay, well, do we have any
What?
social gamer fan? There is?
There is.
You actually
Wow.
found it? I was afraid I was going to be wrong there for a second.
Speaking of maps, I had a friend of mine who, when he was achievement hunting Assassin's Creed 1 and 2, if
Yeah.
you guys played them, you know how there's like the flags and stuff like scattered around the whole game?
Yes.
Yeah.
He printed off maps of like every location in both of the games, pinned them up to his wall, and found and marked out and crossed out methodically every single Templar location and flag location.
That is extreme.
He still has them on his wall. I went to his house and I walked inside and I'm like, where am I? What happened?
Welcome to the Assassin's Creed world.
Just set them aside anonymous.
That is pretty damn impressive, though.
Wait, did he use this map to find the locations, or he just made it after he found all the locations?
He used them to find the locations.
So
I
when
think
he's playing-
one of them.
So when he's playing, and he's got his TV there, do you have like a giant wall behind the TV or something?
Yeah, pretty much.
That is cool. For some reason, I like that. Dude. At the same time, a
And
bit,
yeah,
We'll have to get some pictures on the site or something.
we want some pictures.
I'll
want
go
pictures.
to his house and I'll get pictures for you.
Stuff. Well, sad I haven't actually completed all my Assassin's Creed games. I've got one. I've got two. I haven't completed those ones. The only one I've completed is Brotherhood.
I've played them.
And
Brother.
I've got all of them.
Okay. I played them all. 3 was the worst game in the series, I thought. 3 sucked, in my opinion.
I haven't.
I have heard that actually.
I
Yeah.
haven't 3 entirely.
3 is the worst, in my opinion.
Which is funny. People who
prefer-
come in actually love playing 3, and they don't like the other ones.
Well, but most of those people, though, were like the new adopters to it who picked up Assassin's Creed 3 and then like never played the ones before. And Assassin's Creed 3 is so much different than the games before,
Yes.
I think.
Yeah.
Which is why I didn't like it. I thought it was too much change. But
Yeah, apparently the like.
Well, I think it's because we're all used to Ezio. We're all so used to using Ezio.
I didn't think I thought the story was really I thought the story was really oddly put together too.
But because obviously the characters, the assassin's changed now, and he's got a completely different mechanic to what Ezio would do, wouldn't he?
I guess you could say that, but I just thought a lot of the story mechanics were really corny and just I don't know. A lot of it was it got too like mythological and stuff for me too. I thought it was weird.
Hmm.
But my favorite one is Revelations.
Wait.
and
It's
Brotherhood.
mythological. The past games had mythology in it.
Well, they didn't have as much of an emphasis on Desmond's storyline. It was more focused on the assassin.
Oh yeah.
In this game, you cut out like every other sequence to Desmond.
That's not
Scratch.
good. Desmond's sequences are.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
But my
they're, like,
favorite was
massively
Revelations.
flow breaking.
Oh, the thing is, I
The
was like,
worst was in Revelations when you're on that island or something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah. Have either of you played Revelations?
I have, yes, I've got it.
I have not. I think I have it, but I haven't played it.
You, like agent, well not agent. You speak to what's his name?
What? I thought the guy who's stuck inside the island with you.
Yeah, what was his name? Because he's obviously he has a fractured mind, didn't he? And obviously
Yeah.
there he is there.
It's so boring. Like Desmond is virtually like kicked out of Revelations, which I like. You can play through the whole game without ever having to go to Desmond, whereas in like 3 you're forced into playing him.
Yeah.
But like with Revelations, when you do want to play Desmond, like you quit out and you're on this island stuck inside the Animus, and you just walk around and practice. You basically do nothing. Like there's nothing to do, and it's so boring. But
I was hoping for a game of Desmond where it would be modern day, but
well,
Yeah, a lot of people are hoping that too. Yeah.
yeah,
Assassin's Creed 3 was modern day.
no one.
Yeah, Desmond's in modern day.
Oh yeah, he is modern day, but I was expecting a bit more, like just a
It was
game
actually
just for
it's
him.
actually a year behind. Oh, you thought they would make a game just for Desmond?
Yeah.
I would never bought that.
No, but it might have been better. It might have been better though, because obviously it would be him being an assassin instead of being.
Well, Desmond's dead now, so spoilers.
Spoilers.
Like
Just
spoilers. Spoilers.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. The game has been
However,
out for a
no.
year.
If anyone hasn't played it, then not about to play. We're very sorry. He's
The
dead.
next game. Well, here's what I love about Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. That the whole Desmond thing. That's completely kicked out. The game is just focused on
Blackbeard.
no, not Blackbeard. He's actually like your friend or something in the game.
Scumbag.
Yay.
It's just focused on the assassin you play, Connor Kenway or something. No, not Connor, Edward
That's pretty
Kenway.
cool.
Mm.
So like, yeah, which I like.
Gotta find the assassin booty.
Yar.
And apparently he's not like that much of a good guy either. He's just like a pirate. You get to sail around, do whatever you want.
That sounds a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah.
I might
And the whole world is seamless. It's not like Assassin's Creed 3 where it was split up into different chunks, you know?
Problem is, you can't swim. That'd be hilarious. You can't
He
swim.
He has a fear of water.
Oh.
There's actually whole underwater levels or something like that.
Cool.
It's like a scuba mask thing or something like that you can put on to swim underwater.
That sounds amazing.
It sounds really fun.
Fighting sharks,
Yeah.
squid, giant.
Fucking sharks. Giant squid. I wonder if they'll be like Kraken or something.
Oh,
Pops out. That'd be sick.
you're making this game sound amazing.
None of this will happen. Spoilers. We've actually played the whole game, beginning to end. Well, steering back on course here. A report came out from Super Data Research, on Forbes that showed a pretty steep decline in social gaming. They said about 10 million fewer people were playing social games in March of this year than as they were last year.
Yeah, that's like a pretty steep decline.
Yeah.
I can understand it though. I can understand that why it's happened. Because there was a phase where everyone just loved going onto social games like Facebook and all that, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
But obviously, now we've got all obviously these amazing phones, all touchscreen phones, and all the amazing tablets that come out. We can literally just get apps for them.
Do social games include include the apps, or is it just
Oh,
like
do they?
Facebook games?
I was thinking Facebook games and stuff like that.
Is Farmville on like the App Store? I've never looked.
Maybe, I'm not sure.
I don't know, sorry.
See, I wouldn't think that Angry Birds would count as a social game. Does it count as a social game?
I don't think it would.
No, it wouldn't, but that's because it's on the phone.
Can you even play Angry Birds on something like Facebook?
No, not at all.
It's on everything but Facebook.
I don't think it counts.
Yeah.
Whoa, Facebook.
So, yeah.
They still those guys are rich too. Like 5 people made that game and it sold over 100 million copies.
Speaking
So
of, aren't they making that pay to put?
crazy.
aren't
That's crazy.
They're making it to go to pay, aren't they? Though. Apparently.
Huh?
There's rumours that they're going to have to pay for Facebook, something like that.
Make pay for Facebook.
Yeah, you have to pay for it eventually.
So they do have it on Facebook.
Yeah.
I thought you just said they didn't.
No, I mean, there's rumours that you have to pay for Facebook.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
You
I don't think
I remember like every now and then you hear a rumor about like it surfaces every year, couple of years or so.
Yeah. It's just really strange, but apparently it comes back every time. Let's see.
Do we have any did anybody here get hooked on games like Farmville? in the
No,
past?
I got hooked in Civ.
Nope.
When Civilization came out on Facebook, I got hooked for that for the first round that was there. I got hooked on that and made my Civilization and everyone else who's in the same area win. Then I didn't join the next round after that. I gave up after that. I got hooked on the poker as well.
Yeah, I think I played
Everyone
a bit
gets
of poker and
yeah.
Bejeweled.
Everyone gets hooked on poker at some time or another, aren't they? Try and get as much as you can.
I hate it when the games first became popular though, and then everybody started like flooding your feeds with like their game statistics and like inviting you to play the game with them.
Yeah,
Speaking of,
so-and-so
got really
wants you to
annoyed.
play Gang Wars.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care.
I can't remember which one it is I've got on here. Oh, there's something on
Why
there.
is this douche mowing his lawn out here? Let me close the window. Can you guys hear that?
I can.
Yeah.
That's the researchers. That's one of our researchers right now. He's making sure to do his oven duties. He's told to mow the lawn because
He's on his break, so he's doing the housework.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Cruel people. Any Rayman Legends players here? Any Rayman
What's that?
fans? Rayman fans?
Well, I can tell you that that at work elsewhere,
Yes.
playing on the Wii U every now and then, which I shouldn't be doing, but they do have a Rayman Legends demo on it, and I do have a go on that every now and then. It's fun. I find that fun. It's
Yeah.
interesting. It's interesting. Especially more when it's multiplayer though. Best with multiplayer.
Well, Rayman is coming to the Vita. Or, it's already on the Vita. Rayman Legends, which was originally going to be a Wii U exclusive, and they got delayed. And then Ubisoft had said they would be bringing it to the 360 and the PS3 as well. And then it got delayed again. And now they said it's coming to the Vita as well when it launches. And it apparently popped up on a retailer site, which kind of confirmed it. But it's going to be coming at like a cheaper, it's going to be like half the price as the console version. So if any Vita users out there,
I probably won't get it. I won't get it though.
you won't get it.
I won't get it.
Just putting that out there.
No, I'm not getting that. There will be no Let's Plays of me doing that at all. So there you go.
Okay.
You heard it here first.
Yeah. Now have another host with us, Mike.
Oh my god, he has the most amazing beard.
That is fantastic. It just flows.
It just flows. Look at that. And then he's got his hair there as well.
It's majestic.
It is majestic. This is added to the podcast.
Yeah.
This is going to be. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that into it. But there we go.
Mike, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, I would. I'm Michael McKeska. I'm the Wii U guy on the site.
Way!
Yes, he's our Wii U guy.
The Wii U guy. That's pretty impressive. Gotta love the Wii U.
Thank you for joining with us, Mike. Jumping back, do we have anybody here fans of the Batman Arkham games?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm a fan.
Oh, Arkham City was amazing.
Arkham City is the only game I've ever reviewed and given a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
Yeah, only game. Only
Okay.
game.
Really?
Yeah.
There's so many other games that deserve 10 out of 10. But
Nope.
just Arkham City. Just Arkham City. Right.
Well, they've announced the next game, Arkham Origins, which is like a prequel to the whole series. And if you don't know what it is, it's not being made by Rocksteady, which is kind of interesting. It's being made by Warner Brothers Montreal, which is what makes me worried about it.
Isn't it supposed to be done on Christmas Eve? As in, like,
Yeah, and the whole game's set on one night during Christmas Eve, similar to like Arkham City, how everything happened in one night.
one night was happening.
Yeah,
Christmas Eve.
that was Christmas Eve. But you're gonna be able to explore the city of Gotham, and you're basically playing as Batman as he first starts off, and like all these assassins are coming to town to try to kill him for some reason.
Not a person was out at night during that night.
but the rumor that hit the internet. I'm sorry, what were you gonna say, Mike?
I was going to say, the question is, will they have the Joker?
Yes. I've got to have the Joker in there because he's not.
He was not confirmed as one of the villains.
He's not.
It's a bunch of assassins that were in the comics. I don't have their names offhand, but
So you got Killer Croc, Deadshot, Black Mask.
well, these are what's rumored to be in the multiplayer mode. The multiplayer mode, which is apparently going to be you can play a member as
Slade
Joker,
Slade Wilson. Yeah.
yeah. You can be a member of one of Joker or Bane's gang while they try to hunt down Batman and Robin. And the villains include Killer Croc, Deadshot, Firefly, Black Mask, Deathstroke, and an Electro Man character.
True Man guy.
Out of all those villains you just listed, probably my favorite would be Deathstroke.
Yeah, because Slade Wilson's amazing.
Was Killer Croc in the first game?
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
He was? Okay, yeah, I thought I remembered.
It was a very cool sequence.
Deadshot's in C. Black Mask was in C as well, but he was pretty much he was in a cutscene, I think. That was it.
I'll be curious to see who they have to do, because with the original Batman games, like if the Joker does pop up in this game, Mark Hamill who's been the Joker for everything, was the voice actor in the first 2 games, and he said
farewell, couldn't it?
He retired. He's done.
Yeah, he didn't want to do it because he voiced the Joker in the original, like in the cartoons and stuff as well, didn't
he? Yeah.
He's a phenomenal Joker. We cannot replace him.
He's fantastic.
We can't replace him.
You can't, which is the next guy better do good.
He better be good. He's got big shoes to fill. Big clown shoes to fill.
Do you reckon in Arkham City, spoilers, when the Joker, they were actually playing off the fact that Mark Hamill was so old and it was him coughing while trying to read the script the whole time?
What? Whoa. It could be interesting to say. It could be good. It has to be done good. They have to do a lot.
Rocksteady apparently endorsed them, but I wonder what they're doing, because they've just been sitting around for the past 2 years doing nothing. I figured they'd be making another Batman game.
No, they're... Wait, no, I'm thinking Rockstar.
They make Grand Theft Auto right now.
And there's been rumors popping up too about a Red Dead Redemption 2 game as well. And the next Xbox was confirmed by Microsoft. They said they're going to reveal it in May. Microsoft said that on Tuesday, May 21st at 10 a.m. Prime time, they'll reveal the next Xbox, which has been referred to as Durango and the Xbox 720. They've not given names, but...
The Durango. That's a horrible name. Durango. See,
I don't know. I don't think they should call it the 720 though.
Yeah, 720 sounds a bit strange. But that means that if they keep continuing that sequence, that means they have to make it the 1080.
Yeah. And then the PlayStation one with the PlayStation 4. I was kind of hoping they do the Orbis. That sounded like a cool name.
Orbis sounded like a good name. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like the code name for it.
That means it'd be Orbis versus Durango. That sounds awkward.
I've heard somewhere that Microsoft were buying out, similar to how Facebook did when there was a website called www.face. They bought out the site because people kept getting redirected. Apparently, Microsoft was buying out pages with 8 or infinity symbol on it, and there was a...
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
So that would be kind of cool.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
They probably had that planned out. They had that planned entirely.
Although, knowing the way everybody else is going, it'll probably be the 720, but I prefer the Infinity, actually.
The Infinity? What?
That'd be cool.
The Infinity.
I would get it just because of the name.
And beyond.
I'm actually pretty not keen for the time of the announce, simply because it's 3 in the morning my time, so I'm probably going to wait till the next day, and then everyone else in the world will know about it but me.
Do we have any big Call of Duty players here? I know Ben hates it with a passion. You're a Battlefield guy.
I am a Battlefield guy.
I love me some Battlefield.
Yeah! That's the way we go.
I dislike shooters in general, but if I had to choose, I would probably go Call of Duty.
Can I just say, British retailer Tesco, why do you do this? Why do you do this? I go to your place for shopping every week, and
What are we talking about?
Tesco.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll just jump into that. Yeah. Tesco Direct, a retailer, put a listing up the other day with the box art and everything for the next Call of Duty game called Ghosts, which is being developed by Infinity Ward, according to the cover of the game. And that's pretty much all that went up. There's a cover. On the cover, there's a man donning a mask that looks similar to the one that Ghost wore in Modern Warfare 2, so everybody thinks it's a prequel to Modern Warfare.
Yeah, that's be a little bit awkward if they tried to make it a sequel, considering he spoilers got shot. But yeah, no, they could Ghost
he actually didn't die. Survived the gunshot, and he survives being lit on fire.
You know what? We should be able to spoil
That's why he's wearing the mask to cover his face.
Actually,
that's a helmet.
At the start, I'm pretty sure from memory, I had someone pointed out to me at the start or something like that. He asks, I'm pretty sure he said something like, "Why do we have to wear these fireproof vests?" or something like that.
And there's the reason why.
Yeah. Just in case you get shot and lit on fire.
I would.
Incendiary bullets. What else is the thing?
I would actually be pissed off if they went down that route and he actually lived, because they just ironically had on fireproof vests on.
Just happened to have it.
Yeah, it just happened to have it. So Call of Duty fans, and it has a release date too for 11. Target actually came out with an ad too the same time, same day that for Call of Duty Ghosts. They didn't have the box art, but they had a listing for it, like a sale or something. And they said the game's supposedly going to launch on the 5th of November. So it did not say if it was coming to next gen consoles though, but it most likely will. Oh, but there was another thing that came out yesterday. I don't know if we had this in the show notes, but the Activision did come out and say they're going to reveal the next Call of Duty game on May 1st, next week. So,
ooh, let's be something to look at.
So we shall find that out soon. Since Target brought it out, I kind of believe it now, because Target's more. I feel like Target's a little more reputable than Tesco.
But then again, Tesco has every game.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't like Tesco.
Yeah.
They're not really a gaming thing. They're meant for food.
Yeah.
Groceries.
You can't eat games.
Not eat games? What's wrong with you? Books?
I remember
flowers?
In Electronics Boutique.
I missed Electronics Boutique. Oh.
I've got one down the road from me. I'm so
Really?
happy.
They closed down here. They got taken over by Game.
Oh, really? Oh, actually, that happened in the city, actually, near me. Yeah, I think Game took over one of the EVs.
What is the name?
Sorry?
What was the name of the store?
Electronics Boutique.
I think there's one in the U.S., actually.
Oh, cool.
I've seen one of them. It got bought out by, like, the store, it's in a mall that's nearby me. The store, like, the name of the, like, on the outside of the store is Electronic Boutique, but on the inside, everything is GameStop. It's really weird. So, and the bags are GameStop too. Like, everything's GameStop, but the name of the store is not GameStop.
It's probably a GameStop.
It's really.
If we're not going to change it, everyone knows it's Electronic Boutique, but we'll keep GameStop.
But yeah, you know. So I went down to EB, and it was before Bungie made their announcement about Destiny, and it was what was it? Yeah, it was before they made their announcement. So Destiny at the time was not the confirmed title; it was like a code name kind of thing. Like, and so I go down, and on the shelf sitting right there is pre-order Destiny. I'm like, all right.
We have any Lord of the Rings fans here? The free-to-play MMO from Turbine.
I'm looking at you, Chandler. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. You're the only one who plays it.
Yeah, I'm a huge Lord of the Rings Online fan. I don't need the free-to-play because I subscribed. I got the game when it first launched 6 years ago.
Nicely done.
And I liked it so much that I got the lifetime subscription while they had it up for like the first 3 months. So now I've been like a subscriber ever since, and I get like all these like free points every month and stuff, which is pretty cool. But yeah, but they announced an expansion, Helm's Deep, which will for players already at the level cap, they raised it to 95, 10 levels. But players who are new to the game will actually be able to participate in the with some of the Helm's Deep contents. Like once players get to level 10, so like the free-to-play players, they can participate in the battle for Helm's Deep and stuff like that. So if you're interested, you can still play some of it without going through 85 levels of content to get there.
85 levels of content.
Yeah, that would take you months. Leveling up in Lord of the Rings Online takes forever.
But saying that, Final Fantasy 11 did the exact same thing. It took forever.
Yeah.
Still later on, I got my summoner to level 99 by the time I had spent 8 or 9 months subscription.
Wow.
But that was because it took me a little while. Because obviously I had to unlock everything. Now I've stopped that subscription a long time ago. I think I did it last year because I had Guild Wars. Except Guild Wars. Guild Wars is the only one that doesn't. I got to level 80 in the first 2 weeks. Yeah.
Guild Wars is different.
Some people in the first 3 days.
Normally once you get Normally once it gets around to like level 25, 30 in the typical MMO, then it becomes a grind.
Well, the funny thing is, first 3 days, I mean, because obviously people in Guild Wars had the first, whoever had it pre-ordered had like 3 days before the official release came out. By the time the official release came out, there were already like 5 or 6 level 80s. I mean,
Yeah, that's like, I used to play WoW, and when Cataclysm came out, like it increased the level cap to like 80 to 85, and it takes a decent amount of time to level up in WoW. But like, I went onto the game literally like an hour or so after it launched on the US servers or whatever.
Yeah.
And people were 85 within like the first hour of the game, like launching. I don't know how that's possible, but like I don't
the
know.
epic grind.
Yeah.
That's what I call it.
Grind so epic they went back in time to grind some more.
Exactly. That there is a quote. That there is a quote. Confucius saying.
Put that
That
on
would be
the homepage.
Heck, my brother, he's really into Star Trek Online, and he's been begging me to try to play that game with him.
Someone just interviewed the executive producer for that game.
Yeah, shout out to Robert Clark, I think it was.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Robert Clark.
yeah, Robert Clark. he interviewed the executive producer for the game about apparently did a UI design overhaul. So any Star Trek fans out there, be sure to check out the interview on the site.
Very good job getting that interview. So.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So Nintendo of America recently just got a new CEO. That is not Reggie, by the way. I was reading comments on another website, and everybody was freaking out because they thought the Reggie guy got fired, who's like their spokesman. But it's not him. If any of you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He does all
Reggie
their
Fils-Aimé. Is it just me, or like every time he comes up on stage or during like E3 or any sort of Nintendo press conference, he looks like he's like hopped up on speed or anything like that.
Well, the new CEO of Nintendo of America is Iwata. Satoru Iwata is the new CEO. Part of their new business strategy, they said, and they also made an announcement that Nintendo will not be at E3 this year.
But why? We need you at E3. We need you, Nintendo.
It'll be the first time in like, have they ever? I don't ever remember them missing an E3 in the past.
Why would they not be at E3?
I don't. They're gonna. It's stupid because they're gonna hand all the attention over to Sony and Microsoft now.
Saying that, they already released the Wii U. What are they going to bring out? What are they going to bring out?
With the Nintendo Direct that they had the other day, they announced so many cool new 3DS games. There's a sequel coming to the original Zelda game. There's a Mario Party game coming out. There's another Zelda game coming out for the 3DS.
That means they haven't got enough.
They announced a new Mario and Luigi game. Like, they came out with so many cool announcements that they could have saved for E3 that would have at least taken some of the buzz off of like the next gen consoles coming from Sony and Microsoft and put some of that towards them, but now they're just going to completely get rid of all that.
Well, they have said they haven't got the official stuff, have they? They haven't got anything done. That's the gist of it. That's the gist of it. They haven't got the official stuff sorted out. We can't show you presentations of it because we haven't got it done. That is the gist.
And Pikmin 3 was
way behind.
Yeah, but they are behind.
Yeah. I was going to buy a Wii U because I really wanted to play the next Pikmin game because I was a huge Pikmin fan. And then they got delayed. It wasn't a launch title anymore, which it was supposed to be, but then they delayed it. So I didn't buy the Wii U. And then it was supposed to come out in March of this year. Never came out. And then they delayed it again to August.
Oh, that's just bad. But the price of the Wii U will go down by then.
So. Yeah, so that'll be a plus. You can get Wii U's on like eBay now for like, you can get them like $400 like they are new at the store, but they come with like 8 games because people are trying so badly to get rid of theirs. It's
researchers to eBay.
$400 researchers to eBay.
Oh, man.
$400 for a Wii U and 8 games. That's a good deal.
Yeah, they have pretty good deal.
Granted, the games are $50, $60.
130. Oh, but I saw £132 for a moment for a Wii U and thought, what? That disappeared. It went straight off the screen after that. I mean, damn it.
It's sold.
Gone.
Heck, I'm waiting for Bayonetta 2 to come out.
Yeah.
That's the main reason why I got Wii U.
Game. Is there even a release date for that yet?
Where's Pontifract?
I don't think there is, but they said that they want to instead focus on multiple smaller Nintendo Direct events throughout the year. So maybe we'll get a Wii U one sometime this summer. In other news, Skyrim Legendary Edition was announced, which will include all the expansions that have come out for the game and every single patch that has also come out. Which will be $60.
One thing I can say about that is, thank God they changed the artwork of the beginning. Have you seen the original artwork of the cover?
Yeah.
No.
It was bad. It was literally just a black background and said Skyrim Legendary Edition and comes with this. I'm thinking, that's horrible.
Go big or go home.
Whoever that guy was probably got fired.
Put the
That's all I can say. They got fired.
And a bunch of Xbox 720 rumors came out. Alex, did you want to? I saw you wrote a big article on it yesterday. Did you have any that you wanted to maybe point out? Like, did anything stick out to you?
Well, I think everyone knows the main ones. Like, there's the always online rumor. That's like a pretty big issue because there's a lot of people who, like, while a lot of people do play on Xbox Live, there would be a lot of people who have the Xbox and play offline, and if they were forced into some kind of always online, there's chances of, like, unstable internet connection and, like, no internet connection at all in some places. There were heaps of rumors, actually. I think there was one which was really interesting, which said that the Xbox would include both a HDMI in and out port.
Yeah.
And they said the possible uses for that would be that you can, I can't remember what it would have. It was you can, like, overlay the Xbox, like the dashboard or like a display on top of your TV, like on whatever shows you're watching and stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I see one here
like
says backwards compatibility too.
Yeah.
That'd be
yeah,
interesting.
backwards compatibility. I hope they have that.
Only one question.
Yeah.
Why do they have Windows 8 in that thing?
It was.
I don't know. I think Microsoft was probably like, yeah, put it in.
Put it in. That's probably part of the new Xbox Live interface, the Metro. The Metro UI look.
It's so bad though, Windows 8. I hate it so much.
The 8.1 is gonna fix everything. I'm telling you. Have you heard of that? 8.1, Windows 8.1. Because
Isn't
the
that
only
what they said? Yeah.
That sounds horrible even more. Windows 8.1.
No, I have Windows 7 installed on my computer right now, but I have Windows 8, but I don't use it because I like you boot up into the Metro interface. But with 8.1, you'll be able to bypass that and boot up right into the desktop mode and, like, disable the Metro interface completely. So.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Doesn't there be no point of Windows 8? That interface was Windows 8.
Yeah,
Windows 8.
So moving on to our talking point. Our talking point this week is next-gen consoles. Is there any, like, what do we want from them? Do we prefer the 720 with all these rumors coming out now over the PS4, which has already been announced? Like, do we even include the Wii U in the picture still?
Well, let's say I'm going to end up going to Matt's side and say PC. No.
Matt, you're back.
I got your back, Matt. I got your back. I don't know, really. 720 or PS4. It's at the moment, actually. Funny enough, I'm thinking Wii U. I don't know why. Wii U's in my head, just going over and over. Yeah, but I've had an experience of using the Wii U. I need to get my experience playing, see what the 720 and the PS4 is like before I can actually judge it entirely. I mean, all we've seen of the PS4 is the controller.
We've seen the graphics too, which look
and the graphics,
at times better than the Wii U's.
Yeah.
Apparently, most of the game engines won't even be able to run on the Wii U. Like the Unreal 4 engine developer said, Unreal 4 won't even be able to run on the Wii U because it's like so advanced.
That's depressing. Now, you know who were the best for going next gen? Sega.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Sega.
Yes.
First to
Yeah.
go internet gaming, I'd say. Well, that sort of worked because they had the Dreamcast. That could go on Phantasy Star Online. That was the most amazing thing ever. Memory cards with actual screens on them.
What?
The memory cards that had screens on them.
Yeah,
No way.
I got a Dreamcast set up.
Blown
Yeah, that-
away.
Internet access on, obviously I said that, you could actually surf the internet on there. Wasn't that good, but you could. What else was it? I can remember motion control. You could play like one of the games like Mortal Kombat or something using motion control. They had that in there. That was ages, not on the Dreamcast, but that doesn't mean that was before then. It was so good. It was so good. It was
I
Sega
remember the
Saturn.
old Mortal Kombat, how like to do a fatality or something. It was the most ridiculously stupid combination of buttons or something like that.
But it was great. Oh, Sega had so much. What was it? Color handhelds as well. There was like the Game Gear. That was what it was. They had so
Yeah.
much. They had so much, and then they went bankrupt, didn't they? In the console section.
And they went bankrupt.
I think they went bankrupt. Something like that.
Sega.
Yeah, but with a Sega Game Gear, that thing ate batteries alive.
It did, but it was amazing.
I personally don't like. I don't consider, after seeing what the PS4 is capable of, and after all the all the different 30 parties dropping their support for the Wii U and canceling their projects for it. Like, not even any of the current gen games are coming out on the Wii U right now, which is already a bad sign for Nintendo. Like, now that we're getting news, now that we're getting news that the next gen games won't even be able to even run on the system. That's now they've just lost all third party support, which is the key. It's one of the key needs you need to have a console. You need to have third party support. I think they should just come out with a Nintendo box. That'd be all. Just imagine like a Nintendo box that could play all the Nintendo games in the past. You have all your N64 games, all your Super Nintendo games on it. You could play the GameCube games on it or something, like through the store.
The Wii U.
Yeah.
They
I
can
don't
call
know.
it the Nintendo Box Station.
Nintendo Box Station.
Wait,
Oh.
Nintendo has enough support that they could just make a console that just their games. Everybody loves Mario. Well, Alex, what would you like out of the next generation of consoles? Like, what's your big pro? Do you have any standout pros?
Well, I think both of the consoles seem to be going like PlayStation 4. They did announce their backwards compatibility, didn't they?
They not disc-wise. Through Gaikai,
Right.
there'll be streaming backwards compatibility.
That's right, yeah. But yeah, I think I think both seem to be going, like, I think from the rumors from the Xbox more so, they're both going like more entertainment as well. Like trying to sync up more with like your computer or your like TV, your programs and stuff like that, and like apps and things like that. But I think what I'm most excited for is probably like just the next generation of games, because that's putting it simply, because like every like I can remember when I first played Halo 1 or when I first played Knights of the Old Republic 1, I was like astounded. 11-year-old me was astounded at the ridiculous like the fidelity of the graphics and stuff like that. And then with every like subsequent generation or sequel, they just get better and better and better.
Yeah.
And like I'm just really keen to see, like, first of all, like, of course, the graphics, because like I don't know, it always seems to hit a point where people go, wow, these things can't get any better, and then they get better. And
I remember when I first got the PS3 and you'd be playing like a sports game or something. Everybody that in the first like couple months or so when you had it, everybody would walk in the room thinking it's like a real basketball game. They were playing like a real football game. It's like, no, it's just a game.
yeah, like no. Or I was playing Gears of War once, Gears of War 1, and my granddad walked in and he goes, "Oh, you're watching a movie?" I'm like, "Yeah, no."
My favorite,
like that.
my favorite feature that I hope the Xbox will have too is the always on, like the mandated recording feature the PS4 is gonna have.
Oh yes, yeah.
Like you won't need to go and buy a capture card. That's nice. With the PS4, it automatically records the latest 15 minutes of gameplay that you're for any game that you're playing. And you could just minimize the game, pop into the recording, edit, save it if you want, then bring the game back up and go right back to what you were doing. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah.
You're making this hard.
Our executive editor is going through the ideas in his head right now.
I don't know what to get.
Okay,
What am I going to get?
what can I get?
First, I need to find the money.
Yeah, and Ben, you wanted to throw in here the the video game reboots of 2013.
Yes, there's.
What would you like to tell us about the video game reboots of 2013?
Well, mainly how developers seem to be going over and over these reboots over the past times that we have here. I mean, every game developer has been doing it. I don't know why. It just seems like they're trying to milk the company, the actual franchises entirely. And they can leave
Some
it.
of them are really good, though.
Some are good.
The Tomb Raider reboot was amazing.
Tomb Raider reboot was amazing because it needed it, because it went to an origin story. It wasn't some. It wasn't. That's what was needed because, to be honest, the past games of Tomb Raider were horrible.
What comes to my mind whenever I think of a reboots is the last year at James Bond. What was it called?
Skyfall?
No, it was like not the movie. It was like, I think it was called James Bond GoldenEye.
Oh yeah, that
for,
really.
for the PS3.
Yep.
It was bad.
Which it was horrible.
So bad.
And it was a remake of a remake for a game. So what they did was the same company originally remade the GoldenEye game for the Wii, and it was horrible. So they remade the remake that they had for the Wii and put it on the PS3 and Xbox, and it was like even worse. I mean, correct anything.
I know that there was DMC. That was a reboot of the Devil May Cry series. Where Capcom wanted they wanted to go in another direction with Dante instead of they assumed that the fans would prefer something that were less Japanese orientated, like Dante originally was, with his red coat and silvery hair and craziness and arrogance that was there. And a lot of fans loved that, to be honest, and obviously all the old time fans loved that, and they're trying to get other people to go into it now. They brought this sort of confused, black-haired individual, so to speak. Let's put it that way. And it was hard to say if he knew what it was. He could have had a compelling storyline, thinking where he seems supposed to be scared and such, because he only just first discovered what he is. But instead, he sort of is a mixture of trying to be the old way that we had, because obviously fans being angry as to how he looked, and ended up being, well, it's the character itself. The game itself was amazing to play as. Literally all the gameplay, the action was fun. The character, though, it was something that everyone didn't like, because we didn't know what he was. That's one part of some reboots. So sometimes some reboots will affect the character, and some people love the character because of it. But then another good example of a good actual reboot is Mortal Kombat. That was beautiful. There's so many good parts about it. I mean, it needed a game that deserved to be amazing. If there was a game that was amazingly good, don't reboot it. Just do a sequel. Just do a sequel to something like that.
A sequel's fine, then you can save a reboot for later, when in comparison to all the sequels, the reboot looks better.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Tomb Raider, for
once
instance.
again, and also Mortal Kombat with Armageddon.
Armageddon?
Mortal Kombat Armageddon.
Featuring Bruce Willis.
Featuring Bruce Willis, yeah.
That's what I first thought of too.
Yippee-ki-yay! Oh, damn it. But yeah. But I mean, then there's other like re-releases. They are technically not reboots. They're just there. For instance, that links us back to the Metal Gear moment, where that's going to have a massive loss of money, I say. Because obviously they're rebooting it, or remaking everything there. Because reboots can be also known as HD classic or HD remakes, can't they? in some way, in a sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally like that. There's what other reboots are there? I can't think of any more.
There's
Plenty
the-
of Mario. How many Mario games are there? Not really reboots, are they? They're just constantly adding more and more Mario.
Well, they're always
Yeah.
the
They did
same
redo a
thing.
few Mario games. They are all the same thing, but people play them. I don't get.
The speech always manages to get kidnapped.
Yeah, they always add something into it. They do always add something, and it adds something new to it.
There's always like a new twist to the gameplay.
Yeah, like millions of coins. What?
That was probably the worst
Where do all
one
these
they've done.
coins come from?
Millions of them. There's a bomb-
Like, I feel like they just completely ran out of ideas, and we're
Hmm.
just like, let's just throw in 3 million coins in each level.
Hmm.
Maybe they'll like that.
and then everyone's
Yeah,
millions upon millions. But then there was
yeah.
then you have to think there's another reboot that was done last year, Hitman Absolution. Even though it was more of a continuation, I mean, the
Have it, never played it yet.
Blood Money came out in 2006 and Absolution came out in 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that probably counts. Yeah.
I don't think it was as good as the past games. I think even though the engine was pretty impressive, what they've done, there's something strange about that. It doesn't work. Then there's another reboot that's coming out soon. Or has it been out already? Tom Clancy, Splinter Cell,
No, that comes out sometime this fall.
Conviction. Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
the Blacklist?
Is that what it is? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Hold on. Quick Google here. Yep, it's Blacklist.
It's black.
Guys in the lab, get onto it.
You know what you're doing. Keep looking.
Comes out in
Mix those
August,
chemicals.
Hmm.
and it is coming out to the Wii U.
It is coming out to the Wii U.
The one third-party game coming.
Yeah.
Well, it's made by Ubisoft. Ubisoft is the only third-party. Actually,
Actually, it might be saying that. Splinter Cell might not be a reboot. Actually,
no, I'm pretty.
no, because Conviction came out in
I'm-
2010.
I'm pretty sure it's a reboot.
It could be a reboot.
Is it?
Well, Conviction came out in 2010. Oh, we have to.
Uh.
We're all going to be looking at this now. We're all searching. The researchers have actually failed us on this.
Yeah, the researchers left.
Take over the mantle.
I'm pretty sure. I remember. I'm probably completely wrong, but I remember when I watched it revealed at E3 last year.
Hmm.
It talked about how they were revamping the game.
Yeah,
I'll go back and watch the video. We'll talk about it next week.
revamping was probably what they have to do. Reboots are usually made up of looking to its roots and redoing it,
Yeah.
and sometimes for the better and sometimes for the worse. But if it's already been done and it was for the better, I mean, it was already good enough. Don't do it. Don't touch it. You ruin the classic in people's heads. Don't earn the money. Earn the money by trying to make one after that.
I personally like the Medal of Honor reboot. The first game. The second, Warfighter is awful. Don't buy it.
Oh, yeah.
Not worth your money.
Yeah.
The first game I actually kind of enjoyed. I really liked the story.
That was a good story. Was it like
Yeah.
there was what was the guy? There was a
The
Ace,
main
I think.
character.
There was a
The
whole
main
bunch of main
character
characters.
in that. Oh, I forget the guy. Spoilers. The guy who dies at the end.
Spoilers.
Another death spoiler for you guys. I forget his name. Why do I forget his name? My neighbor. I'm really good friends
Your
with.
Mother?
neighbor. Your neighbor died.
No, my neighbor.
That's a
Okay, no. The game is based. Is like a. The game is like a fictionalized story based off of like a true story that actually happened at the beginning of the Afghanistan-Iraq War.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That
The main character that it follows that dies at the end was a really good friend of my neighbor's, and like they were at their funeral or whatever just like a few years before that game came out.
It's a real story.
Wow, really?
They know who the person was that died at the end of the game.
Because that story was actually
I forget his name
it's a
now.
brilliant story because obviously you are getting interrogated, aren't you?
So
yep.
your neighbor that knew him, did they like get the game, or would that have been too?
I don't think they played the game, but like I was talking to him about it, and then they were like, "Wait, that sounds like my friend."
Yeah, wait a
It was,
minute.
It sounds
yeah,
very
then we did some
familiar.
research, and it was him.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That is
That has
quite
to
a
be-
story. That is quite
Yeah.
a story. I think on that bombshell, I can't actually say that. I'm not allowed to say that because it's a Top Gear reference.
Oh,
I'm not going to say that. I'm
Top
taking that away.
Gear.
I'll take away
Jeremy
from that.
Clarkson. What are you doing?
I'm going to stay away from that.
Is that-
With that twist of fate or something there.
That's alright. We were watching. I did a let's play where we were doing a map of it's like a wipeout thing, like the sweeper.
Oh, I love
And-
that.
Yeah, and so it's like people throwing like warthogs and stuff at you in Halo, and you got to avoid them. But I was the person who was throwing the warthogs, and I'm going, oh, I'm Richard Hammond.
Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. That's completely thrown me off topic now. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
so on that not bombshell.
Not on that, not bombshell. Yes. But yeah, the amount of reboots that are around is... I think there's been a lot more reboots recently than there have been before. Ever since the next generation's come out, or this current generation's come out, there's been more reboots for this current generation than I have seen in the past. Obviously, say... I can't actually think what other reboots are now. That's really bad, isn't it? I had a whole bunch in my head, now they're all gone.
Let's see.
We just demoted you
Are you
guys.
talking about the recent reboot?
I'm sorry.
See, there's the Tomb Raider reboot, Thief reboot.
Thief reboot, yeah, there you go. There's a reboot coming in 2014.
Thief.
Yeah.
And it looks really good.
It's supposed to be the fourth Thief, but it's going to
I don't remember like anything about it, but I remember I read the cover story for it last month from Game Informer. The cover story was on Thief.
I think I
looks
found it
pretty
really
good.
funny how they put the 4 in the title, so it's like the 40th.
But it's no longer called that, it's just now called Thief.
Yeah.
So they got rid of it. I thought, why would they do that?
They went back to like the roots. It's a complete reboot of the game. And the guy who designed the if you've seen like some of the artwork for him, he looks really cool. The guy who designed the artwork for what's his name, Altair in the first Assassin's Creed was the guy who did is the guy doing the artwork for this game.
Oh, cool.
Ah,
Well,
Skylanders.
that's good.
There it is. Skylanders for Spyro. There you go. There was a bit of a reboot for Spyro, but that wasn't really.
Spyro.
It wasn't really a reboot though, because all they did
That
was
was
use the
old.
they used the Spyro's name for Skylanders, and then after that,
okay.
yeah, they kind of just milked off Spyro, and
Yep.
got a
For
whole
Spyro.
load of money. Got a whole load of money because people buying all the freaking Skylander figures. Like I'm looking at one right now. I've got here a rare one. I've only forgot for £7.50, but yeah, a stupidly rare one. And they've made millions out of that. I mean, that's what you call a successful reboot in some way. That's what you call a successful reboot. They made.
It's so expensive though. When it came out, it was $80. The only version was $80, and it's still pretty expensive too.
The thing is, it's the whole system how they done it. They've revamped everything on that.
Yeah, it blows me away that how successful it was. Because
Yeah.
$80 is really expensive for a kid's game too.
I mean, speaking of, there is a
What kid
third one.
has $80 to just spend on
The
on a
parents,
video game?
obviously, their parents.
parents?
But yeah, let's see. The third one's coming out, isn't it? It's the one where you can swap things.
I wouldn't
Wait,
know.
Yeah.
making a third
I've never played it.
Skylanders
Swap
already?
Force, where you can swap the piece themselves, so you can like, remove the torso and put it onto another type. So you can have a magic water type, stuff like that. Looks amazing. It's really bad that I'm looking into this, but it looks so good. And on that moment of me going off entirely off topic, I think that's the reboot section done. Because
That is
Skylanders.
Skylanders.
What a game.
What a game. Go buy it. That's fair. So I recommend.
I think I had the second.
It'll waste
Spyro
your money.
on
It will waste your
PlayStation 1.
money.
I think I had like Spyro 2 on PlayStation 1.
Oh,
That game was fantastic.
it was. I mean, let's see what other ones are there. But Crash Bandicoot is in need of a reboot, I'd say.
Crash,
Oh,
I would
yeah.
love it.
It would love
Yeah,
a successful reboot.
yeah, back to the originals as opposed to what they've done like
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It needs to be back to its roots because everyone loved
Needs
it
to
like
be
that. Because they tried to do a Crash Bandicoot Spyro merger, didn't they, at one point?
Yeah, it was for the Game Boy Advance.
And it was just something to try and get them together, wasn't it? Really, to make them. These are two dying icons on the PS, on the Sony consoles. Let's bring them back,
And they need to be
And
defib.
and they failed miserably. That's what happened. It failed so hard. 10 years.
10 years.
10 years, then you can reboot.
Yeah, what do you reckon would happen? Actually, yeah, that's what they did with Halo 1 and Halo Anniversary. They waited exactly 10 years and released a re-release.
Well,
Oh, I guess that's not really a reboot, is it?
No, it's just like, we've got this out. It's a classic.
Well, they did change some things around, but I thought it was kind of cool how you could switch to the old game at the same time, like seamlessly.
Yeah,
you
that
switch
was
over to
really
the old
cool.
one and then the newer version.
That's pretty good, actually.
And you could watch like all the like textures and stuff. Just kind of it'd fade to black and then fade back in, and everything would be smooth and everything's gone. There's no blades of grass anymore.
That's pretty impressive. See, it's little things like that that makes us happy for some reason. Like me with the sky.
Have you ever this is like you're just driving past? I remember last year when I was down at the beach, I was just like, I remember I was just staring out in the ocean. I was just like, wow, these graphics are amazing, and I was like, oh wait, this is real life.
Oh, good job. Good job. These
Is
graphics
it
are
amazing.
real life? Is
It's
it
just fantasy. And while we lead off singing, that's the end of that topic. Oh.
Well, we should wrap this up. Thank you for joining us, guys, for the first episode of the Nerdolution podcast. Hope you like it. We should be up on iTunes soon, so subscribe to us, comment us, email us at contact
Nerdolution.
DigiByte.me. Nerdolution.
That's our name.
That's our name.
I didn't know that.
The document. We are in a Skype group called Nerdolution Podcast. Did we not?
No, it just says sweaty. Hey.
What?
No, it doesn't say that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it just says everyone's names.
It doesn't say. Well, let's change that. Let's try it.
Maybe
No.
we're in the wrong group. No, we're in the right group.
I can't read it. Okay, I've renamed it myself now. See what it says.
The outline even says Nerdolution episode 1 at the top.
It does. It does.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, thanks for listening in. Does anybody want to say if we can follow us? You can follow me at McDrizzle on Twitter.
Yeah. I'm at Nickel Knight.
Nickel Knight.
Yeah, with a EL, not a LE. I have 0 followers. I have 0 followers.
I guess mine's an LE too instead of an EL to confuse you.
That's right. I think I got 0 followers as well. I made mine last night.
Exactly. I've had mine for ages. I had mine there for I was trying to get a decal for PlanetSide, and it didn't really work because they didn't send me anything.
Oh.
Yeah, those bastards.
And I'm at Heart of Sorrow.
What's up, son?
Yeah.
Oh, your Heart of Sorrow.
Yeah, we were wondering who that was earlier. we had no idea who that was. You just see Heart of Sorrow popping up on all this stuff on our
Really?
device. I'm just like, who is this?
What's going on? Who is it?
Yeah, and on Twitter I am Alex Canellan, and I don't know. I think you can probably try and figure out the spelling yourself.
Yep, and we also have a Steam group for any PC users out there at DigiByte. So, and our site,
I joined that.
www. I hope you joined it.
I did join it. Yes.
Better. And our website www.digibytes.me. We have daily content going up for all your nerdy needs. Video games,
Good
tech,
alliteration.
movies,
I like it.
TV. Yeah. Start the Nerdolution.
And we also have a good old YouTube channel. Gotta love that.
We do straight from the executive video director's mouth. Was that it? Executive video? No, editor.
don't know.
Executive video editor.
I don't know what I am now, to be honest. We changed that so many times throughout here.
Yeah.
You're an executive, that's all that matters.
I'm a double executive now.
That's 2 executives.
Yeah, we do have a YouTube channel where we basically have a lot of Let's Plays of what we're doing, and we probably do have our podcasts up there as well.
Yes, and our DigiCast podcast is on there, which is like a special kind of thing we do during big events. We're doing one for the next Xbox probably be doing one for E3 when that comes around soon. So you can look forward to that. And our YouTube video is DigiByte's video.
And that would be it, I say. Goodbye.